Okay guys, so yesterday we practiced how to answer two-part selected response questions. That was the part A and the part B. While these questions provide you with answer choices to select, some questions are going to ask you to answer a question prompt in your own words. So these are called constructed response questions. And constructed response questions, you'll be provided a prompt and you will be required to come up with an answer in your own words. So again, we're going to use the story Bear. I'm not going to read it to you again. You have it as a resource here. You will have a Google Doc that has the story Bear on the top of it, and on the bottom of it you'll have the constructed response example. Let me show you what it's going to look like. Okay, so you have the story Bear, just like you have before. You're going to read through it, and at the bottom you will find, you've got your arrow here to remind you, you will find a question. Okay, so this is just a Google Doc. All you have to do is click into it. So I might space a couple afterwards to start. So you will see the prompt in this case is, in Bear, two wildlife officers come to help Jenna and her mother. How do they deal with the problem of a black bear in the backyard? Write 3 to 4 sentences to summarize the actions of the wildlife officers. Okay, so we are going to, this question is asking you to write a paragraph, 3 to 4 sentences to summarize the actions of the wildlife officers. All right, so I'm thinking back to the story, and I remember that the wildlife officers arrive about halfway through the story. So as I'm looking through those paragraphs, I see the officers first talk to Jenna to find out where the bear is. Then they get a tranquilizer gun and use it to put the bear to sleep. After that, they load the sleeping bear into their van to take to a forest away from town. So I'm going to think about those details as I write my answer. Okay, so thinking about what I just talked about, I'm going to craft an answer that's about 3 sentences. So the officers locate the bear based on Jenna's directions. They then shoot the bear with a tranquilizer gun. Tranquilizer gun. They put the bear into their van to be taken to a forest and later released. Okay, yours doesn't necessarily have to look exactly like mine. I'm going to make that a little bit larger. Okay, please make it about, I don't know, 14 or so. The response that I've come up with is the officers locate the bear based on Jenna's directions. They then shoot the bear with the tranquilizer gun. They put the bear into their van to be taken to a forest and later released. So I need to go back up into the question and make sure I answered everything. So the question again says, in Bear, 2 wildlife officers come to help Jenna and her mother. How do they deal with the problem of a black bear in the backyard? Write 3 to 4 sentences to summarize the actions of the wildlife officers. So I definitely have 3 sentences. It does talk about how they locate the bear, they shoot the bear with the tranquilizer gun, and then they load it into the van and take it into the forest. So I feel like I have adequately answered the question. So you're going to go in to the assignment for today. It's called a constructed response. And you're going to do the same thing I just did. Your assignment will look exactly like this. It'll have the story, the bear, on the first couple of pages, and then you'll have to scroll down, and this question will be at the bottom, and you just have to type into the document just like I did.